very poorly
All right.
executed. So for Kcorp, actually, I have very high hopes here to return to Icebox.
Kcorp on defense.
Well, we've already got a bit of a glimpse of it.
Heretics on
First
attack. Scream, dude, Scream on the frenzies these days. I like
And
it.
it was wonderful. Now, if we can get into that realm, that'd be brilliant. But we're yet to see it. Kcorp starting out on the defensive side. Of course, meaning Heretics up on the attack first. Let's see how this new shuffle looks, really. See how Mixwell and Kellogg's
3 people here to stop the plant if they go ahead and do it. Smoke covers the alarm bot.
In terms of getting these plants down.
Okay, interesting. So even though they go for the oh. Wow, nicely done. Even though they go for the DRX comp, they pretty much go for the loud take a B site, right? Where they wall this off, they get close, they lower this wall, and then they do the additional wall over towards here to take Snowman. And yeah, it looked really good. That's a good sign that they put a lot of work into this.
Of upgrades on the ground though, so
that's a good sign at the moment.
Chance here, make them work for their dinner, and you can see him closing in. Already, yes, Cove goes up, Cap on the spike, looking for the pick, doesn't even get away from it. Lost at sea. Mixwell finds him, and a good start.
A little bit lost in that one, but it's
okay.
Okay.
We did see Kcorp answer back, even in that prior game.
We did, yeah, but this is one of the big criticisms we usually have when people pull out this harbor is what's the pressure behind that cove. I love the use here, the Viper wall initially to get pressure up towards danger. They can set up past default here, and it's a comfortable plant. They can actually cut off sight and isolate Snowman, which is very rare in some of these B-site executes. So at least initially, Heretics look like they're on the same page here for
good start. They get the pistol. How they're approaching it, heavy priority of rifles.
Coming out very quickly, the Bulldogs.
Yeah, real heavy. 4 rifles. So every single kind of kill here that goes over towards Kcorp is really important. In terms of how they're approaching this one at the moment, B pressure, creating the question mark here, insta rotate over towards A, especially as the knife hit literally no one. Kcorp going for a stack. As we can see, drone, that might cause the rotate.
More than happy to see it. The Heretics, though, could do with a couple of comfortable rounds to come in with.
And even just to build on that, if what Kcorp needs to latch onto is Scream hitting again and finding success in those.
Scream doing his armor sheriff buy. So he will be having a light armor into the next round. But that's okay. Well, maybe it's okay. We'll see.
A couple of shots going astray as Screams take the first.
He might be missing some util. We'll keep an eye on it. Sideshow might be making another video.
6 HP, all he's got
We
to play
don't know.
with. And again, the post plant relatively strong for Heretics here. Should be very comfortable. Let's see any danger can be made. Dizzy sent in to very little effect, but at least gives them the go signal to get towards the site, which they need to start doing. Again,
nice shot.
only Navaris connect so far, and that's Mixwell gone. You can see utilities start to be invested.
Zeke is low.
Push up towards site. Almost encouraging the swing from above.
Zeke did really well. Might even get another one here.
Mixwell, this looks like it's going par for course. I don't think we're going to see anything crazy here. Actually, Kellogg's being allowed a little bit more damage.
That was important, right? Just the pickup of the extra gun here, so they managed to keep 4 rifles, and then Mixwell's just going to have like a sheriff or something. So really good bonus for Heretics coming to this next round. They have to buy some armors, but other than that, it was a very good round from them. So yeah, nice pickup of the gun. And they go for an NA buy, where they buy an extra one. So going in for the NA buy. Nice to see that some people in Europe are picking it up as well.
So some of those early buys with the sheriffs and the My Armor do come back to haunt him a little here.
They do, and we've touched on this a few times. Some of these Screeco rounds.
In terms of Scream, we in terms of Scream, we're playing the big important buy round. We have no flashes, we have no nade.
Whilst things are going on, but off-kilter pistol purchases, you know, just
so
one piece of utility.
As we could see, the armor in the and the eco was not worth it.
It almost relies heavily on Kcorp getting those set pieces, and it absolutely guarantees.
Or was it? Let's see. Maybe he takes more draws than he would have taken. Who knows?
And I do want to see the kind of temptation.
Let's wait and see for the outcome.
Knowing you've got Kellogg's against you, he loves a bit of a scrap. Happy to go for, you know, literally the 1v1 if he can. He will absolutely chase it down. I am wondering if that little bit of composure we've started to see come into play for Kcorp can stay true to this. First real test now. course,
Okay,
the
over
buy.
towards
Still
A,
not
we have
ideal,
3
obviously,
people here,
for Heretics,
and we have no util
considering the
really
time
to
which
stop
is
this, like we
coming,
talked about,
Tech
so
G
it
power
is
up
going to have
round.
to be straight up jaws. The
3.
knife hit
Actually,
4,
in the prior games,
I
they've had a really
think.
nice
The knife hit a
combination,
lot,
not
and that
just
means that there's a
only
big rotate coming out,
with
so
Shin, but everyone else, they fought
I
as
like
a
the
team.
call here from
Absolutely
Heretics.
beat their doors, but to come
Pretty
back
much
to that,
instant
some of the
reaction once
layering
they all got hit by the
utility
knife
from
to just
Carmine
go over
was what
towards
looked
B.
so good.
It's going to be
So
an
that's why it's
interesting...
kind of
How are they
frustrating
going
to
to...
see this in
How are they approaching
around
it? Are they going to do the
ultimately.
same thing where they
Want to
try and
be as quick
take
as
map
possible.
control
You
with the
want to
extra
take
wall?
those purchases.
And
They all out to
been
see if
keeping
anyone's
an eye on the
close.
minimap, and Heretics
They do
are
the wall to take sight,
extremely
so
deep
Viper
towards
Wall's
B,
going to go
giving up
down
side
and then leave
control
this normal wall here
almost
to Joel.
completely.
So, dude,
Very
Heretics have
deep
put
wall
some work
going up
into
as
this.
well.
It's
Couple
really
of
good. They
spam
looked at a
throughs.
lot of loud stuff
No
and they've
effect,
copied
but
it
to get a
well.
safe post plant now, yes.
And
damage
honestly,
did come
the
in.
understanding of what they're doing and when they're doing it at the
Barely
moment's been
touched in that,
perfect.
so he's just fine.
Well, the nanoswarm we dealt with,
So,
I think Nuzera has to dump a snake bite into that.
so far,
But now you look at the retake.
I know we're only 3 rounds in. I'm
Question
actually
on your
impressed
initiator.
with
Shin obviously does have
Heretics.
some utility left, but this is problematic.
It's just Shin and XMS really that
Yeah.
can make anything start.
It's gonna be a
So
hard
look out for
retake. Do
that.
they have this?
Otherwise,
Do they have
they're
the
just trying to
Viper
find
smoke?
dry fights. Now, yes, Mixwell does
They might. Do they have the
receive
Viper smoke
I
here?
guess, the
No,
worst
here.
end of
Okay.
the stick from Dizzy, but again, where's the damage off the back? It's not really coming through at all. Heretics shutting it down.
Dude,
so
Bros
far. The
defusing.
response
Dude, Bros
finally
defusing.
kicking in for time. Got it halfway.
Yeah.
But it's not the whole way, and they are running out of precious seconds to fuse. Just about comes
Damn.
in time.
Holy
They
hell.
defend him. Barely.
Scream just snuck it in. They
There's a
caused a
moment
little
there,
bit of
there's two still
mayhem. The
alive on
angle
B
just
lane,
wasn't
the
there.
moment just keeps backing up.
Just got the important
I don't know,
kills in.
maybe anticipating that was
Wingman
another
got
tap
it
just to
half.
bait out a peak, but
Scream
that late on in the
finished it
post
off. So yeah, close one.
Gotta check it.
Real close one.
Timing
Good
a
bonus
little
though
off there
from Heretics.
Heretics.
Like we got to put that out there. A decision has to be made here
Yes,
from
got that.
Kcorp. They lost so many that they might eco, even though they lost the round. We'll see.
I'm sure incredibly frustrating, but regardless, no one was fighting on it. No one went for the challenge on it, which is surprising.
The realization.
Comic who actually punished
The
them a couple of
realization.
times themselves.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
trying to see Heretics.
Less of that today,
Heretics.
please.
Yeah, I mean, we'll find out. Scream willing to challenge. Mixwell on
Okay,
the
so
other
they
side.
decide to
How
buy
far
for
does
this,
Scream go on this?
and it's
Finally has a bit
yeah,
of
it's a little bit
utility load
rough.
as well.
It's a
And
little bit
obviously
rough.
the flash was quite good. This
XMS
time actually didn't even
Sheriff,
catch
he
Mixwell,
likes
but
to
the
do
shot
this
was
though.
good enough
That's a
anyway.
nice kill
Backs away.
from
Early
Adele.
damage achieved. He can reset a little deeper here.
Yeah, that was a mean replay. I agree. That was a mean replay.
Towards Boiler. Well, that exploration towards mid will come through. Heretics actually just happy to creep up behind this.
Maybe feeling that Scream had fallen away.
Okay, walk contact up.
But XMS should note this, but they're very close, so he has to back away and try not to get caught. But look at Kellogg's on the hunt here. The Bloodhound just chasing.
Yeah, they decided to create a lot of pressure over towards screens. They get a good plant. It's still pretty hard. It's not the best plant for... Oh no, it is. They got it top side. This is really good at the moment from Heretics. I thought it was looking really rough, but Avova might just want to use his Molly. The wall goes over 410, so it does block vision.
We're way back onto this again. Boo playing very disconnected with this. He's going to try and put those nano swarms down. The time ticking away here. It's an open plant.
Oh, yes, there's damage, but Navera, again, how much are you meant to do here? Oh, he's done wonderfully to find Zeke, but the defuse seems out of the realistic
Heretics
realms
look
here. He has
decent.
to back away. Heretics right back to where they left
Yeah,
off.
their reactions at the
3
moment
now
are
on the
good
board,
in terms of
costly,
these
sure, but a
situations that
round
they're getting
nonetheless.
themselves in.
Not going to be an awful lot behind this purchase for Carmine Core either.
I'm so surprised, bro. Honestly,
This is
after watching Pow, anyone would be surprised that this looks this good.
Scream start on a Vandal, and then he sells it as a Guardian back. Somebody else is like, I'll go Light Shield and Sheriff. Yeah,
That's fine.
this isn't a buy round, guys.
Yeah, they changed IGL. It's looking good though.
They'll
Like
probably
it,
go
it's
they feel correct in their choice.
Yes.
maybe it was a bad day.
Around 1K?
Could have been a bad day. We'll see. It's still early. In terms of this one, oh boy.
And XMS lost very early on.
So Kellogg's actually got an angle underneath that wall as it disconnects towards double box.
So low buy into this one.
Probably try and set up a flash here. Doesn't catch anything though. Screen just can't find an angle.
It's hard to back away from this.
Dude, I'm trying to get the sound right in my ear. It's so hard.
He does
Okay,
have
there
the
we-
helper Shin, but it's only with a frenzy, so Heretics could do some serious damage here. Yeah, he can't quite back away, but they've halted progress and they're looking elsewhere. They're still above a minute and they've got that first pick.
This is nice from New Zero. This is good as well from Heretics. But with this wall, and they... Okay, Scream just did the important thing. He just checked all of this. Viper wall wasn't up, and he's got pure vision. So they can rotate, but the timing might be a little bit off. Nivera might get here in time with the gun. We'll see. Has to check over towards middle because the smoke went up.
Composition that Kcorp are playing in terms of the post plant. In terms of denying plants, it has that same bite.
Kcorp's nasty position once it drops. Already Zeke gonna find Scream, so you are losing out players here. Nivera was the only one with a real rifle, and Avova digging his heels in on the side. Shin falls. Heretics running rings around Carmine Core here. They've come
in terms of the calling, and I was
response.
super critical over towards Zeke in terms of the calling. I don't really understand it because I don't get what it means in terms of boo and stuff. In terms of the calling on Pal, it was awful. In terms of what we're seeing right now, it's really good. Like the mid-rounding. In terms of not being able to, like, just being able to just look at it and just call a cancel every single time. They're creating pressure on the map and then just early rotating, and it's like instant decision making. It's actually great. Scream, oh, boss man, come on.
I even think here, I mean, I'm looking at the mini map. I see a turret, and that's all Nivera's got. There's no anti-plant mollies. There's no alarm bot. He has to put his turret for mid here because there's no alarm bot. He can't cover kitchen, and that then draws Shin into a position where we have to watch Tube. Previously, we'd have a plan in place to put Shin and Scream there to walk Tube and flash out, take that control.
And Heretics just going through the list of traditional protocols. They've taken early contact, and considering how sparse this utility is for Carmine Core, they've been very careful where and when they invest the limited amounts they have. Heretics, if they can drag it away from them, pull it away from them, perfect. Now around the minute marker, Heretics are starting to make their
yeah, Yampy, that's so funny. That's exactly what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking at the same time. You're playing against a double controller comp. You're the only flashes on the team apart from Dizzy. It's the one comp that you really need the flashes for. And both for their buy rounds we don't have flashes.
No pressure coming back through though.
Come on, man. Okay, 3 people are going to be fighting in front of this. Wall goes down. It's like an 8-person duel when the wall goes down.
Effective so far. A little bit of a chip. I think their damage may be done, but Shin standing tall on the side. You're going to need massive work from Kellogg's here. Does the first bit of damage with Zeke, but Zeke's falling. We're down to 13 seconds. The storm on the side's been
nicely handled though.
And Uzera planted at his feet. They held them off.
I think Zeke's ult could have been a little bit better, but he was just ulting this bit, and I think Kcorp played really well in terms of maybe looking at the other rounds when they were doing this wall and then they just drop it and duel. They were all in front of this wall, all dueling together, and honestly they just had the number advantage. I actually think it was like a 3v2 in terms of like DM, just like, again, this area here, DM, just kind of dueling this.
How they played some of those.
Okay, we're back. We got the money now. We got the util. I mean, yeah, kind of had to play it like that with this. This is an important round at the moment, right? They go for the heavy armor. They got 3 people that can't buy next, so going real fast with this. Overwhelm over towards site. We've got some mollies to do some damage. We got, oh my goodness, what a kill! Dude, they love taking screens at the moment. What the hell is that kill? Uh oh.
Still standing,
oh, really good luck. This one was crazy. This one was crazy. Great luck over towards middle. Nice just understanding of how important this round was, and just good usage of the ult in terms of the Killjoy, and nice just luck early on. It's very fast paced. Sorry, not the Killjoy, the Harbor.
Heretics just dial up the pace a little bit in terms of that site here. And Avova's here to greet the backside.
And you know, give me this Avova.
Yeah.
Roll back the years. Give me this guy again. Kind of a 1-2 punch for every team he's been in. Always able to clutch out incredible rounds. But if he starts warming up here, Heretics look really deadly.
Going back down to this one.
Back down to Sheriffs and odds and ends.
So they won the last one, so we're going to get 1-9 on top of this.
Utility we've ever seen for Scream.
Yeah. Scanning ahead.
Back to business. This is working for Heretics.
They found a pressure point now.
Making it hurt.
Kellogg's back to that pacey playstyle that really does cause problems for teams.
But we've always said we just want to see how the rest of the team supported behind him. Did they keep up with the pace? Did Mixwell work
Good
well
job
on
of
that
mixing
harbor?
up the
How to
plants
look
as
behind
well.
that?
Heretics
And
have kind of been
those are
spotted going
looking
for this
quite
other
good.
plant. Maybe it's
XMS
because
though,
of the Viper ult.
finding
Now I've seen the
the
Viper
front
ult.
man himself.
That would make sense.
there
Maybe
is
it's
the
their
Viper's
protocol
hitting
when
behind
Viper ult
that.
comes in. I thought they were just randomly mixing it up, which I thought was cool because they've been seen doing it a few times, but I'm pretty sure it's just because of... oh my goodness.
Catching a stun off the wingman though.
I think it's just because they had this
Try
ult.
and find that kill behind it.
And Zeke's doing damage though elsewhere. Maybe overstaying is welcome a little.
Still
XMS
feel
connected.
pretty confident about
Vipers
this.
still in
Viper's
place,
a
and
little
such
bit...
a problem for Carmine Core. They just can't
They have
quite get to
really
that
good
spike.
delay.
They
Another
can't
molly
quite
goes
take
in
away
as
these
well.
players on those
Hey, they
front
look
lines.
great
Through
on
from
this
the back
map.
does well, point of error. XMS still doing damage, but it's too late. It's too late in the day, and there's nothing more to be done. Yes, damage, but another
They
round
look great.
for Heretics.
Yeah, I'll
dialing
watch
up that pace now.
MAT G2
Lots of
later
late
if
utility
it's
as well. That's
if it's
ultimately
still
what Kellogg's is
on
there
long
to
enough.
do. Buy time in
Someone
that
give me the
post
maps
run, run
quick.
the clock
How
down,
wrecked did
force
G2
Carmine
get?
Core to
I
clear
take
all
it
these
there's a
close
fracture.
angles.
I take it it was
Just like
minus
the
split,
XMS
minus
fights.
Lotus, right? And there's a fracture,
Pretty fantastic headshot.
Ascent,
Being
fracture,
very early on
Icebox,
Kellogg's,
Pearl,
but,
Haven.
again, you dial
Damn,
that back, the
G2,
Viper's pits
G2 are
there
gonna get
behind
wrecked,
it.
man.
It's not really
That's
feasible.
some brutal maps.
Carmine Core to follow through on that early kill.
I mean, they have a chance on Ascent,
And yeah, just to come back to, I'm
Icebox, and
how
Haven,
happy
I
I was
guess.
the other day watching Carmine Core. A little frustrated here for the start of Icebox.
Yeah.
Because some of the things you actually look for, what's the next step of the improvement?
How do you
and,
evolve on that? Yeah.
again, some of the
Does
discussions
Heretics
we were
look
having
better than
around,
their
the
first
set
game?
pieces on attack,
I would be tempted to say
what's
5
the
times
difference
better,
was obviously
and I don't even think I'm exaggerating.
how well synergized some of these utility pieces were.
I actually think I'm
in these sorts of
lowballing it.
compositions. Just not seeing it here. It's not amounting to favorable engagements. We're not seeing Shin or Scream get proactive at all here on the defense. There's a big gap in mid once again. It just so happens of Over comes through in the perfect
Yeah,
round
it just
to
looked like a bad day at the
capitalize
moment in
on
terms
that,
of what I
but
can see.
yeah, I'm a little taken back right now. I wouldn't have called it, particularly the first half, I wouldn't have called it starting like this. I mean, Heretics have already come out and won this half.
Yeah,
Right.
They've done their job. They've
What
got
do they
6.
decide to
They've
do
looked
after
good at
this
it.
one?
Now,
We
I guess
get
a
the
layer to
op
this,
out.
something
We have
else
no
that did
armor for
impress
this
us
on
was
Nivera.
Morale
We
on
have
that front. It had
no...
big impact in
Yeah.
my eyes.
We have
Even
no...
on
u-
the-
Oh
KJ
god,
did make
Sideshow's
it
making a
pretty
video.
viable. A
Sideshow's
great
so
player in
making
that
a video,
regard.
man.
But again,
We
how do
we
you
have
make
a...
it work here?
And
With
usually
the
this is
Killjoy
what I
come out,
say
we
when
have
there's
turret
diverse
only
Heretics comp,
and
but
the
with
op.
Kellogg's now adapting this playstyle, adopting this playstyle once again. It
Hold
will
on,
cause
Scream.
Dude, why are they giving him so much
Getting
content
aggressive
for this
here.
video?
Does he commit behind this? Shin is with him, so I'm wondering if there's going to be a nice little set piece to this first flash to go in. There's Dizzy to follow. That's nice. Layered, but dealt with.
Chat,
Yeah,
I might
sitting
beat him
safe
to it.
towards
I
there,
might go
setting
out,
up there,
buy a
waiting
bald
for it.
cap, and I
Traded
might
out
just
well,
make a
they lose
YouTube and just
that first piece in the
steal it.
puzzle.
Just steal part 5. Get all the get all the viewers.
Deal with that. We'll remove the ability to find that secure plant. And Carmine Core did back up. I don't know if they're anticipating that. Actually, Heretics rotate off this, but this time around it'll be a much slower contact play.
Yeah, I can't do much about the beard. I'd have to draw it on.
Zeke lost. It's on that vision. It's on that space to be garnered. Gets a lot tricky. Shin! That was filthy. Kellogg's annihilated. And they evacuate the site as best they can. They are running this low though. 30 seconds. And are they considering
Okay.
the way to be, really?
Every single time we've done this, this is the interesting thing as well. Like, they don't have good util to re-clear the question marks. So when this kind of thing happens, they just have to kind of guess that they're cutting sound and not rotating. Right? It's a big issue at the moment. Once the question marks are created, they can't clear it.
What was Mixwell up to? Where did he just get caught?
And the only way they can kind of clear it is by throwing
This gap in the
I
red
can't remember
seal,
how he's called.
all 4
Dizzy.
members of Carmine
Throwing
Core
him over there, and then you lose it.
huddled together. That's
Okay,
a split
2v4.
between Kitchen and
They're in
Snowman.
okay positions. Boo has to somehow kill 2 here.
That's not the case. We know that they
Is his
don't.
gun gonna
Rover
show?
and Boo, what are you doing from this one? That's not bad. Good start.
Wait,
But
what the
trade's
hell?
there.
Nice
Shin
trade.
answers back very quickly. So if over, this is a very uncomfortable position for him. A 1v3. Here's the tap on the spike. Has to commit utility.
Okay, nicely done. The op
Rivera
comes in.
punishes.
The op comes in. The
Fuse
no
will be
util
no
op
issue
makes
now.
the important kill towards the end.
Curious-
Yeah, I mean,
curious
nice
actually
round
if
from
the
Kcorp.
safety net for
I
Carmine
do
Core
think
is
the
getting
Heretics
top
are
points
doing
on the
great
line, and
against
that's
this
when
comp. I
Shin
wonder
and
if they've
Scream
talked
look to
about
get
what his
aggressive with
struggles
these
are.
set pieces.
And
He
it's
could be
basically
having
what we
that
said,
faith
right? They
in
only
the-
really have the knife
Yeah,
to
exactly.
clear and get util, and a lot of the time at the moment, Scream is one of the first contacts. He's basically playing the duelist role in this comp itself.
mix well there to be caught.
So
again, you might be asking the question, but now you know that that operator's in play.
I am
Are you ready
curious,
for it?
yeah, to see if that is actually the turning point and whether or not they need the benefit of their worst enemy, which is the economy.
Right here.
And a couple of rounds in hand. Actually didn't even... It's true.
Yes, yes it is. 3-6 though. They can close the gap on this scoreboard. They've got a game on their hands. Now we have to look towards Nevera, because he could be the backbone to this, right? That one unwavering factor. Never seems overwhelmed by pressure.
I'm a massive fan of Chad, do you want me to explain the Killjoy op as well and why it's good on this map, especially once this alarm bot? So a lot of the time when you're opping here, you have to really worry about people sneaking up like this. When you have the Killjoy and you have a bit of util like this, you can kind of just freely hold these one angles and you never have to worry about it. So it's the Killjoy op is really nice if you can use some of your util selfishly, especially on this map. Over towards B is a good example, right? You can just hold this line, and even if they've blocked vision with the wall, you never have to worry about someone lurking on here because you can have the alarm bot. So that's why I'm a big fan of the Killjoy op. Yeah, I mean, they're using it well. They're using it well once they have the util.
Plant's gonna be coming in pretty soon.
This is nice as well. They are slightly changing up their plant, right? Or not?
No, he is
oh boy.
an absolute fiend for that W key. And actually rewarded.
Nice plan. Oh my goodness. Heretics are doing great at the moment. They realize when they've been planting top of site that they've been spamming here. So when the spam goes off, they do have a shock dart for this and they push close. Dude, they're all over them.
Of what you want to be moving forward with. Don't be risky.
The thing that I'm most impressed with, again, I don't mean to flame them, but like everything they're doing is really smart.
And it always feels a little uncomfortable.
Like it's really smart what I'm seeing. Even the game plan in general, in terms of creating question marks and then going for the rotates, it's really good. Everything's really good from Heretics.
Against the team that's going to back up and play as deep as Kcorp do, you got to give Kellogg's his dues. When he has rounds like this. Again, slow to get to the decision, but I think on the back of that early information from Nevera, this is the part of the discussion where you say, actually, how active can a Killjoy be with that operator? In terms of dipping your toes, rotating, hitting another side, picking up the slack in mid.
Well, he can't be mobile, right? He can't be, we've seen it on Neon looking fantastic. He can just hit rotations wherever he needs to.
He looked super happy with that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, I want to give Nilzinho some props here. I'm pretty sure a lot of this was his idea, at least pushing this once they realized they're doing this plant. Maybe, it could be someone else, but either way, it's nice. In terms of the money, we'll go in. It's an important round, right? Obviously, they're going to force into the next round, but it's not going to be that good. Nabil still has his op.
I think here, even with somebody else shooting that
changing up over towards heaven, which don't know what turret this is. It could be a turret that watches here and then he swing contact off it. There's a lot of sick setups you can do on Killjoy op. You mean the ball? That's true.
As you say, I'm expecting to flash in from Scream here, but it's going to come very late.
This is dangerous, Kellogg's. Can he find the player nearby? Oh. Yes, he can, absolutely. Wall's still up. Scream doesn't really have access to change the outcome of this so far. Yes, he can stall a little bit of time, but the plant's pretty secure here. Let's see if they actually commit towards it yet. Finally starting. Oh, that was so
Anyone going to take a risk on this one? No, okay, they get the plant down. Zeke has ult if he wants to go all the way back. We have 2 mollies for this as well. Wall blocks them off. Fish ult gets insta-killed. Yeah, they have no more flashes to get through these walls. Just have to wait for it to run out.
But still, there's 4 more players to find here if you are Kcorp. Maybe getting to halfway would be a bonus.
Yeah, Dubrod did great. Little dude got half of it.
Heretics are so deep in position, and Nevera does do so well.
Okay, nicely done from Heretics. A lot of how Kcorp have to approach this is being like really sensible with Adil's util. And yeah, we kind of saw there they were all blocked off, time was ticking down, and they just had nothing to go through this. They even just wasted the fish ult because that was like the first point of contact.
Maybe it's because the knife's off cooldown. I'm not entirely sure. Heretics punishing absolutely precise timings and rewarded.
Fru's working on it, Arch. Fru's slowly getting me to add some. I say getting me, he's slowly adding some that I'm eventually accepting.
And the rifle.
Okay, like we said, it's going to be a low buy on this. We again have no flashes against the double controller comp. Who's this though? Yeah, you're in a good pulse for it.
One's fine, needs a whole lot more. Yeah, they're falling though. Kellogg's going to continue forward. Rifle this time.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So much damage done.
So there's still damage to be done here, even with his Sheriff and Marshall. It ain't over yet, but we've still got a minute to play with.
Kellogg's actually got an operator stashed away here. I expect them to come back and try and police this weapon at least. Reading this
they don't have util for most of the post plants. They don't, and like also like the. Again, it's just the weakness of this comp, right? It's Scream is like the person that has to be the most careful with his util. He is the person that has the best util for the double controller. Oh, this is nice. They touch the spike and then they instant go round. This is cool. This is going to work really, really well. Again, question mark. They don't have the comp to clear this. The only thing that can clear this is Dizzy, and then again you can't collect it after you've thrown it.
Yes, it was a great play.
I'm terrified. It's allowed Kellogg's to get here, right?
Yeah, so they're like, miles away for this one.
So deep on this that any retake is still.
They still don't have the HP.
Plant's gonna come in with no threat. 10 seconds left. Should be just fine. Spike planted. Okay, and now here come the problems. First tag done. That's Nevera down a little lower.
Nice, that's the ult. Oh my goodness, on 20 HP you did that wide peek.
Slip away a little deeper.
He actually removed Nevera. Nevera had the lockdown.
Mixwell's won this round, I think, with this play.
Aggression here from Kellogg's to double dip on that.
He's still holding such a decent line here, though. He can sit on this. He'll probably get the kill, at least by time for Mixwell, who is on the way.
Uh-oh.
There's a time limit. He's got to get a move on here.
Uh-oh.
Mixwell is going to do it.
Kellogg's?
Actually, Kellogg's has gone down. So, again, Nuzera, though, how much are you meant to do with just a Sheriff in your hand? This is such a... Oh, it's just an impossible task. Mixwell's position is a million miles away. Boo is just playing time.
Yeah, it's done.
As long as Mixwell doesn't
what a
fall,
really impressive half.
Heretics playing a
very impressive half from Heretics. Game plan was incredible. Execution was incredible. Calling was really good. Kcorp, a lot of it was down to Scream, just making sure that he uses his util well. Half of the rounds he didn't have it.
16 and 8, by the way, here. Leading the charge for Heretics.
Yeah.
But there's method to the madness. If the awareness is there that the lockdown is available, he spots Nevera on that cross, gets the leg on the first, he says, I absolutely need this kill to make this post plant better.
It's very nice to see. And again, we kind of came into this with high hopes for Carmine Core because we got highlighted that. We saw that. It looked fabulous. We're like, okay, cool. A lot of those weird issues looking way better off now. Economy not such a problem. Unison playing together. All these cool things we were looking for. I haven't seen it in this half. If anything, we've seen them revert back to a style we didn't love.
Yeah, I don't want to say back to square one, but because there's an element here of Heretics definitely over-delivering in terms of expectations. I mean, on any given Sunday, Kellogg's has a game. It's going to be difficult for any team to overcome that.
The thing with Heretics, rolling your mind
whoever loses this match has to make a promo video for the other's jersey. Oh, did they put a bet on it?
Yeah, Kellogg's was half a round ahead of his team most of the time on attack, and
that's kind of sick.
It's like, okay, cool,
I think more teams can do that kind of like little rivalry stuff.
Yes.
Just little stuff like that. I think that's cool.
That they could just never ever recover from.
Buy 5 jerseys.
This is great to see. Again,
as in like, and then give it away. That's cool. That's really cool. I like that.
But definitely a big tick in the box for me. We come across to the second half here. I was actually meditating here, right?
Yeah.
So
full zen.
Come across to the second half here, and this is where I'm going to say I'm a little worried because there was things coming away from a positive Carmine Core performance that needed tidying up, needed tightening up. We were talking about the number of times that diffusers were coming through, getting stuck, not being aware of, you know, the exact wingman plant location and those fine-tuning parts that you'd hope you go back and look at. And
I mean, honestly, Zach, yeah, I agree with you.
There's a number of times that, like,
I do massively agree with you. If you're gonna be doing it like that, you might as well.
Had absolutely no right to do. And even thinking back to the pistol round, I remember that A-site hit where it's,
Nah, Peanut, he's just a very good passive opper, so...
And it's like, oh, Lil Bro didn't plant.
He'll be a bit out of his comfort going for some of the kind of crazy jet peaks that you want and you see.
Now. And with that first half, I'm worried actually, even if they have enough of a buffer here. I mean, pistol and the next, and This is all but wrapped.
Okay, interesting.
The pistol
Keep me
round
updated,
can pretty
Natanzi.
much
We'll see.
put a bow on this, at least with this map. Now,
All right,
this was
Heretics
Heretics'
now.
choice, so if you are
I mean, Kcorp need to win a
going for
pistol.
ban,
Let's see if their attack is any
there's other
better.
things to worry about.
Yeah, you got split to worry about next.
Exactly. For now, though, frenzies galore. 3 frenzies.
Is anyone on Heretics good with an op? Yeah, Kellogg's is like incredible with one.
The scream's down to 100 credits. There's some utility alongside some of these pistol purchases. So initially, much happier with this approach to the pistol round.
Do see Sheriff out and about for Kellogg's, though, who has been an absolute menace to handle. Cove goes in, and he's going to just post up on it. Wait to see if he gets a challenger. They're willing to fight on this, though. They want to secure that side, and Shin at least starts that.
There is so much chip damage done here.
Cove is going to drop, though. Well, Shin got off the plant.
What?
Wait,
Shin
he
didn't
didn't plant?
I thought he planted.
He should have.
Oh, dear. Well,
Dude, I thought he had it all the way down. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Mixwell.
Oh, Mixwell.
He went walkabout, obviously baffled by what just happened, maybe trying to backfill the timing, but they were still there. Kellogg's.
30 seconds left.
I see lots of low HP players.
Chat, I'll explain it to you. It looks way worse than it is, I promise.
Shin with a frenzy is apparently a fiend. Does very well, but
Okay, so
somehow not punished for that mistake.
he's trying to piece everything together, right? He's trying to piece Mixwell's here. He's trying to piece everything together. They almost had a full plant. He heard the sound, and then obviously they backed away and they didn't plant. So he's thinking, why on earth have they done that? The only reason that he's put together why they've done that is they wanted to rotate over towards the site. They wanted to get out in the caller's bin to go B, right? And it's like pretty precise. So he's like, oh, okay. He's pretty confident that they're going back. So he's just walking forward with a knife. He's just trying to piece together the madness of them not actually holding the plant that we saw. I agree the knife out's crazy, but that's just how his mind's going.
We steer it's an adjustment on this A site hit for the pistol.
It wasn't even like a plant bait, because plant bait's like you touch. This was like, if this is the meter, it was like here. Maybe even here.
Already Heretics.
Must win pistol for Kcorp. They get it, and they are doing the Fnatic. Kind of. It's like a version of the Fnatic. It's one extra rifle, so it's a little bit riskier, and then you have the Marshal to stack them up. But we're buying... Okay, interesting. But we're buying heavy armor on the Marshal to... Okay. Yeah, it's a weird one.
So they're starting to maybe wonder about middle, but at this point you may as well commit to this.
Basically, they can have... Long story short is they can have one death.
Scream spots the first. That's Boo now isolated and dead. He can't make much of a fight. He had a classic. Again, this should be a clean round. Let's see if they can make a scrap out of this one, though. Retaking towards the site. Are they hitting a rotate on 30 seconds again? This is when I get worried. Can get a little bit overwhelmed here. That's a rifle now dropped. Luckily, XMS is nuts.
Right, and that's what it's good for. That's what it's made for. Literally just body shots. It's the same as buying a ghost, apart from it's a little bit better at that one. Kellogg's chucks the rifle the way that he saves because he thinks, after looking at it, that they've gone for the Fnatic buy. And then there's only 2. That's so funny. He thinks that they've gone for the Fnatic buy, and there's only 3 rifles in play. But actually, there's 4 altogether, and there's 1 down. That's so funny. So in theory, against Fnatic, this is the right play. Against Kcorp, not so much.
Maybe not noting the Phantom on Shin or Nuzera with the Bulldog. I mean, yeah, a Vandal would have been nice.
What's going on here?
Well, Kellogg's is planning to die here regardless, so doesn't want to cycle that back across into the hands.
He's got an issue, right? Has he got a PC issue, or is he just... Okay, no. He's just going to die to this. Alright.
I don't think Scream's going to come together in time, so all good.
I see Shin potentially lining up a wingman plant.
He just didn't want, he just didn't want them to get it. Again, he just thinks that
get a little dicey there in Heretics.
He's, especially once he sees the Marshal, and like props to him as well, it means he's watched a good amount. He understands what the Fnatic buy is. Once he sees the Marshal, he thinks that it's the 3 rifles, 1 Stinger, 1 Marshal.
You don't really need to aim that gun anyway.
So yeah, I respect that. He watches a good amount. He didn't realize he was going to be able to save though. He thought they were going to hunt him. He still thinks that there's like a stinger in play that is going to be hunting for that gun, and he's 5 HP. So it's actually like
actually have utility.
I respect it from him.
Kcorp, so that is going to be a factor here.
These are the concerning setups, though. When you go for those wingman plants, all
Yeah, pretty much that.
utility here
Honestly, he got a little bit unlucky that it was a new buy that we've never seen. In terms of this round, though, because there was so many kills into it, we do have 2 people buying into this, and it becomes a massive swing round. So, Heretics, if they get this, most likely, Kcorp pushes them down to Eco. Same thing on the other end.
Okay, so trying to clear out
This is a nice hit.
side, but it's the utility.
Double molly
Let's
goes
see
off.
how much it does. And there it is.
Ooh,
denied.
the molly was
Spike
still
moves
down,
forward a little,
and
that's now
potentially,
even a
I mean,
little
molly was
bit
still
deeper,
down,
they can retake that little bit of space
and
here,
now that is the
Heretics.
spike
Nice read
in
from
the
them.
open. That's the
And
issue with this.
Kcorp have to charge in now. A
Nice
little
flash
bit
from
late to it,
Scream,
but
though.
Shin's still gonna draw blood, but
Nicely
it's
done
doing
from
well,
Zeke, though.
turreting it out from the top. Finding 2 quick kills and maybe having to dip away for the third. Shin taking that space back. But the read here from Heretics is perfect. No threat to that initial plant coming in. But Shin, position-wise, does get outdone by Zeke, who drifted a little bit further back. Now Nuzera finally gets the upgrade, but he's got 3 to try and deal with. 15 seconds and no spike to hand. This is starting to look rough, and it is. Kellogg seals it.
Okay.
Mike, this is exactly
Okay,
what
okay.
you just highlighted.
It's not often.
That's pretty rough for Kcorp. They're gonna have to low buy into this one. If they decided to force, it will be a 3 rifle buy with like 2. I'm not sure what they buy on top of it.
Who is there?
And then it would all be on this
They're
one.
meant to be that person.
As soon as you
Not
see
seen
that,
many
you jump down and
FPX
think,
buys.
well,
There's
yeah,
been
even if it drops
some.
inside the code,
There has been
it's
some,
difficult
but
to retrieve it.
yeah.
As soon as it's past that line of the Viper wall, it becomes
Everyone
very
seems to have a different
uncomfortable for
approach at the
anybody
moment,
from
Lewis.
Carmine
There's
Court.
like
Yeah, okay, I'll pop
there's
Court.
like six or so different buys, and even Fanatics ones are like protocol based as well. So it's kind of it's pretty complicated, but it's actually kind of cool that there's just so much so many different theories going down at the moment in terms of what teams prefer. Right, chat.
There again.
Kcorp buy into this. It's all down for this round. Like, they have to win this round, otherwise it's done. Heretics are going to be in a good spot. Most likely 12-5. So, yeah, it's all down to this one. As we can see, 2 people from Heretics can't buy next. So if Kcorp manage to win this, they're actually really back in this. So this is a huge round, and that's a huge pick. That's the cove that they try and plant with.
Oh god, now the plant's even more difficult. That was one of the pressure points before. Setup still in place.
Right. Yeah, plant the spike here. I'm going to fragment the util. If this works, I'll be very surprised.
Nope.
Nope, it didn't.
It's just the same thing.
I've never heard you disappointed.
No,
Mike.
I actually,
right now,
I really,
you
because I was so impressed with Carmine Core the other day.
I know, that's the sad part.
Yeah, no, I'm so impressed with how Heretics are countering it all. They've got the one demo and they're wrecking them with it.
Just about chipped away enough to allow for the plant to
They
come
get a
in.
good plan.
Not the first part, part of the plan, but they're going to
Oh,
take
this
the
all
lead
could be
again.
massive.
Thrash going to go in. Does it find anyone? Scream's going to play in behind it a little bit, catching Mixwell in no man's land. Over not going to be caught, though, going to refill that space.
All on the
Start
high
working
ground, it couldn't
towards
get any
back
of them.
lines. Have they got it locked down here? Scream needs to activate. He's doing the best he can. He made a damn good go of it, but it ain't enough.
Nuzera has a molly.
Nuzera in a 1v2. Good shot.
Oh, nicely done. Nice recon.
It is not enough.
Yeah, there's a good
Heretics with
recon behind this.
answers.
Well done from
And
Zeke.
Carmine
And
Core
honestly,
with
chat, I think
nothing.
that's it done. I think that right
And we
there
noted
was
this
the
other
round that
day,
they had to
the
win.
reliance on this composition being 5 standing and having all of these pieces of utility
Opinion on the
available.
Gecko so far, at least for what we've seen,
I
looks
said
like
the
a
other
one
day,
and done.
obviously we're kind of biased by the results we see, but the number of times
With a bit of info, it's
saw
been
Carmine Core able to
slightly
protect numbers. Heretics just need to
useless. Them not
dip a little
having
bit, do some
a
kit
Sova
damage,
or a
force
Sky
away
or
some
something to clear
comfort
back info has been a
of
nightmare for
Carmine
them.
Core ahead of these site hits, and this is the byproduct.
I remember
It's
us
definitely not
discussing
good
that in
against a
that
double
series with
controller
EMEA,
comp
where it's
by
like,
the
if
looks
they
of
are
it.
able to do a little bit of something early on, then all of that post-plant becomes way weaker.
You think about it, you take away some of these key pieces of utility, and actually, how do you then fight for mid? How do you're reliant on basically 2 flashes to get you to yellow, and not use anything else. So that there can't be any
This timeout's gonna be a nightmare because they have no money to work with. Like, what do you try and call in this? They need a miracle round, so let's see what he's got.
Killjoy utility, and let's hope for the best. Because then behind that, you've then got the shock darts. Like I said, the snake bites.
What about the Sky instead of it? Yeah, that would work. A Panda, because then they could at least flash to get information.
Icebox attack is based around. And that's why it's kind of really tilted to see some of these rounds where it's just like, okay, well now for 20 seconds, let's sit and figure out what the hell we're going to do, because we haven't got a util left now because we dumped everything hoping Lil Bro was going to get the plant.
So much pressure on Lil Bro. He's trying, man. He's putting in work, and he's just been like a lamb to the literal slaughter. Poor guy. 5 to 11.
Feels soul cast, man.
It does feel it. Oh man. Literally soul cast.
He's kind of chat. Long story short, he's not going to have util in the next round. Potentially. We'll see.
Very impressed with Heretics, though, honestly.
I mean, they've done everything right. Yeah, there's a trade hit. Let's see. But there's still 2 bodies behind this for Heretics. It's not just Kellogg's now. You do have Mixwell there.
Oh, this could be it.
Mixwell.
Okay,
Lovely. Buying time. Slowing this downhill. It's like animal cruelty at this point.
This is just a low buy from them.
And this, I'm still waiting for that punch to come in here because Heretics look quite calm, quite composed. Yes, a rifle could be picked back up, but it's a Guardian. Not ideal by any means.
That's the thing, right? Come back to the composition. There are way many more opportunities for Heretics to remain versatile and actually benefit from some of this chaos that ensues as Kcorp fight for some of the very early contact points towards these sites.
How do they get here now? They still have, I guess, XMS standing. All right, here we go. Oh, let's get it down.
The mollies. The mollies have been everything. They have... The thing is, they need to molly these spots with the KO molly.
Come on, show me
or maybe the
here.
Viper molly, so
yeah,
that
no,
Dubro can actually plant. They need a hero play.
Individually, but the bigger question.
No hero play today.
What the hell is going on right now with Kcorp?
I'm seeing a number on the left side screen.
Heretics are all over them. They had a good plan for attack. They had a good plan for defense, and I am seeing literally no change from Kcorp. There is no adaptation.
Like
there is nothing. They're getting wrecked.
I mean, no command
They're descending Little Bro in. There's always a molly here. The molly kills Little Bro, and then the spike's just on the other side of some util.
Yeah, this has not been a good showing so far from Kcorp.
Alright, 7 chances for Heretics. Really good round from them, though. Like, this has been a great map. I've enjoyed watching it from them. Has Kcorp made it a little bit easy? Oh, for sure. I'll let Sideshow take the reins on his video for you lot to find out fully why. I'm sure he'll be a lot harsher than I am.
Wait, where is Avova? Where the hell is Avova? Someone deal with this man!
Surely they hear the sound of the... Oh.
He can't get away from it, but he's done damage on the way. Slows it down. Look at the rotations. Already 2 players in here. Res going to come up. They'll be back up to 4.
They burned the cove to get the res. Obviously, Shin's dead, but now...
Keep an eye on this guy in spawn. Holy hell, what? 2 HP, 37 HP.
The walking wounded here. Scream 37, Nevera 2. XMS is the only really healthy player here. Burning so much utility. Scream still has a little bit, as does Nevera.
Boo has double molly.
The other side sitting pretty, and Kellogg still with that operator. They're expecting a rotation. They were considering it's going to be A. It's not.
The problem is they need a kill because they haven't got the cove to secure the plant, and there's no flashes. Yes, they can throw a knife and hopefully figure out where Boo is playing, but...
There's the wall.
Boo's still got mollies.
Knife here, so he can't molly. Nicely handled from Kcorp, though. They made this into a good situation.
And the support system was way off.
I mean, they get away with murder getting that.
Yeah, but Mixwell being here. Okay, Turret was
Mixwell causes pressure over towards...
Identified that position. He might have to redirect towards middle. Looks like that's the case.
That's the healthiest player down.
I thought he was sitting a little bit safer for that. Absolutely not vulnerable. And now the last
Dude, they're playing so far away.
Oh, great shot from Nevera. Sitting on the defuse though is Boo, and he's not going to get off this one. He's going to sit this one out if he has to.
Oh my god. Oh my god, the nade was just too late. Okay.